5th, live on pay-per-view from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Get ready, people! He is as brash and confident a fighter to battle in the UFC in a long, long time. He is the notorious one, Conor McGregor, who is set to face UFC veteran Dustin Poirier.
There's a certain thing that some fighters possess that make you want to see them perform. I've never seen someone who has it more than Conor McGregor. He's something unique in a sport filled with people that are unique. He destroyed Diego Brandao. Diego Brandao is a dangerous guy, and he got run over by Conor McGregor.
I said I'd put pressure on him that he never felt before. Shot by shot, he will crumble. This is what I said, and that is what happened.
What Dustin Poirier represents is the first legitimate, credible threat to Conor McGregor in his career. He has this unique opportunity to shut down the hype train, take that unique momentum that Conor McGregor possesses right now, and make it his own.
I'm not the kind of guy who's going to lay on you and grind out a decision like that. I'm going in there to knock you out or submit you. We're going to get bloody. No easy fight for anybody.
He's just an average journeyman fighter. A jab takes him off his feet.
This guy's a joke, man. He's full of himself, and I'm sure he has a lot of people around him telling him how good he is. For me, looking at him, I see an immature guy who's riding a really big wave, but he's about to get knocked off of it.
Incredible, absolutely incredible.
It sounds to me emotional. This sounds like an emotional response. Me, it's business at the end of the day, but it is never personal. He will know he's in over his head pretty early. I'll put him away with something spectacular. It's not going to be a good night for him.
Calling Dublin, calling an entire nation. The Irish superstar, the notorious one, Conor McGregor. Joe, we may find ourselves just sitting back and enjoying the atmosphere that is about to happen.
Yeah, let's take this in, because this is a freaky thing that this guy has this much magnetism and charisma. And in part, it's based on what he's done, but in part, it's based just on personality.
Yep.
It's just...
Well, you said it perfectly. Some people, Michael Jordan, for example, they have the it factor.
Yeah, they have something, but with Michael Jordan, it was because he just was so good at basketball. Conor McGregor has that, but he also has this thing that you want to hear him talk, you want to hear him brag, you want to see if he can pull it off. And so far, he's been able to pull it off, and it's just the absolute nature of his confidence is compelling.
Working its way into the MGM Grand Garden Arena floor. Conor McGregor. Yesterday's weigh-in, partner, was as unique as any we've seen over the years. The Irish were singing, they had their flags. I mean, Jordan St. Pierre was named Canadian Athlete of the Year in the same year that Sidney Crosby scored an overtime goal to win gold for the Canadian Olympians. This kid may be a bigger star in his country than even GSP is at home in Canada.
It's pretty close, and he hasn't even come close to winning a title. This is the most significant test of his career. He's facing the #5 contender tonight, and we're going to find out a lot about Conor McGregor in just a short while. What we know about him so far, though, is one of the things he likes to talk about is movement. He likes to talk about human movement and that he's an expert in it. And one of the things he said about Dustin Poirier, his movement is average. His skills are average. And Conor, his movement is definitely not average. His movement is very unusual. His ability to snake in and out and lure guys into attacking and countering them.
He is very cerebral in his approach to mixed martial arts. Yes, he's brash, he's confident, he's funny, he has the nation behind him, but most importantly, it's because he can fight. And his movement is somewhat like what we saw in our prelims tonight, a Dominic Cruz.
Well, he's very intelligent.
Yes.
I mean, it's different than Cruz in that he'll throw a lot of fancy stuff to lure you in. And as you get lured in, the fancy stuff was just sort of a bait.
Right.
And then he'll smash you with the straight left.
Loves that lead uppercut. He says, I own this game. Tonight will be just more validation. Conor McGregor fought in a main event at home in Dublin in just his third UFC fight. Joe, you go back to the early days for the Louisiana native with guys like Alan Belcher and Tim Crater, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Then he moved to South Florida to become a member of American Top Team. Mike Brown, Thiago Alves, Cole Miller, all work with this kid. He is a very talented fighter, make no mistake.
He's very talented, and he has faced highs and lows inside the octagon. He has won and lost. He has emerged from losses a better fighter, and that's something that Conor McGregor hasn't experienced yet. And Conor has lost twice in his mixed martial arts career very early on, but not against high-level competition in a gigantic public setting like Dustin Poirier has. The real question in this fight is, can Conor McGregor back up all the talk? We already know that Dustin Poirier is an excellent fighter. They have a common opponent in Diego Brandao. Both of them knocked Brandao out. This is a really, really interesting fight, Mike. Really interesting.
McGregor took 12 minutes and 17 seconds longer in fighting Max Holloway, another common opponent. Poirier 8-2 in the UFC. He said, quite simply, of his opponent, Conor McGregor, he is a loud-mouthed punk. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight is brought to you by Las Vegas. Be part of the action. Poirier 25, McGregor 26. McGregor will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Once again, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to have a clean fight. You can touch gloves at this time if you wish. Let's do it.
Man, they have been on each other's nerves for weeks. It has just escalated throughout the week. We're about to hit the climax. This fight between Poirier and McGregor. Here we go! White trunks for the very entertaining Conor McGregor.
Immediately, McGregor opens up with a hook kick.
Yes, southpaw,
Spinning back
nice.
kick to the body. And again,
Poirier has the most wins and most finishes in UFC featherweight history.
nice leg kick by Poirier.
The Americans getting behind Dustin Poirier. Nice kick. McGregor looking for the combination. Uniquely effective with his hands.
He's so loose.
Yeah.
Even, like a high-profile fight like this, look how relaxed he is in there.
He was supposed to fight Cole Miller. Diego Brandao stepped up. Conor wanted Dustin Poirier to fight in Ireland. Well, you know what? That's the end of that storyline. He's here standing in front of him tonight.
Another nice leg kick by Poirier. Ooh, good left hand by Conor. Oh! Good shot there by Poirier.
And another shot that lands from McGregor. Conor McGregor said he's really worked on his kicks for this fight.
Oh, he tagged him with the left, Mike. He heard him.
Up top.
He heard Poirier with that left.
He's very good at utilizing all of his reach, turning that shoulder, fighting long. 90 seconds in. Right in front.
He's talking to him now.
Oh, yeah. Hands in his hips. Conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
That's it.
It
It's
is
over.
over. Just like that.
Wow. That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Conor McGregor is for real.
An entire country is standing on their feet right now.
And he really did just make it look easy. He said he would make it look easy. He made it look easy. That's the real deal.
He said, first round KO, mark my words. All right, Conor, we believe you.
I mean, that was just glorious. Just the way he did that. No one's ever done that to Poirier before. Poirier is protesting it, but it was an absolutely legitimate stoppage. He was out. Man. I mean, Poirier's still on wobbly legs. He's still having a hard time standing up here. Look, he's leaning forward, pitching forward and back. McGregor's the real deal, man. There's no doubt about it.
4-0.
Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look.
We'll look at the
the
time
finish.
replay, Joe. Brought to you by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
It looks like he grazed him with that. There's hammer fists. There's a left. There's another left that hurt him. That was hard to see what that was. It looked like he threw a punch and it grazed him. Let's see this. It clipped him right behind the ear. And there's a hammer fist to the ear. There's a punch and another punch to the jaw. I think what Poirier is trying to say was that it was behind the ear, or that it was behind the head, but it looked like a legitimate punch. I mean, it wasn't like he was a downed opponent that he was trying to hit behind the head. It was just a punch that was thrown while Poirier was moving that caught him behind the ear.
And that we've seen that before, like a Randy Couture, Brock Lesnar.
Or like a head kick. A lot of head kicks land on the back of the head.
Absolutely.
That was a legit shot. And it was dominating the fight up until that moment.
4 straight now for Conor McGregor. Dennis Bermudez, winner of 7 straight fights in the UFC's featherweight division. The champion 6, his future challenger 5. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor.
I'm here with the winner, Conor McGregor. Conor, the entire country of Ireland is shut down for this. I don't know if you realize this. Dana White was telling me before this fight that everyone in Ireland is anticipating this fight. What have you done to get people so excited? We've tried to figure it out. I can't figure it out. You're spectacular in your victories, but there's something else.
I don't just knock them out. I pick the round.
You came out, there was a lot of pressure on you because of the trash talk, because of all the going back and forth, but you looked very loose coming into this fight.
Yeah, I felt really good. I tore my ligaments in my thumb 4 weeks ago, so I couldn't do it. I had to disrupt my training a lot. I had to just run and kick a lot. But I wanted to come in here and put on a performance, and I knew these featherweights don't understand. Until they get hit by me, it's a whole other ball game when they get hit by me. So I said I'd knock him out in the first round, and I knocked him out in the first round. You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
You said coming into this fight that his movement was basic. What did you mean by that?
I just find that a lot of mixed martial artists get into like a rut of coming out with that Thai boxing flat-footed style. Against a guy like me that's in and out and light on his feet, and the angles are different. It's the old age. This is the new age. I wanted to come over here to America and show the American public the new era of the fighting Irish, and I brought my whole country with me. If one of us go to war, we all go to war.
10% of all the tickets sold in Vegas came from Ireland. You should know that. And take a look at the new age in action on the big screen right now. You clipped him with this left hand, but before you did that, you landed quite a few spinning back kicks. You were just very loose and relaxed in there, and you were connecting almost at will.
Yeah, you know, you can't, the chin doesn't recover. I said it about him. He took some big shots in his career. The chin doesn't recover. You know, I know Dustin's a great guy, and he came in fitter than he's ever came in. This was as focused as he's ever been. But again, when featherweights get hit by me, it's a whole different ball game. So that's it.
Well, this was a huge victory for you. This is your first victory over a top 10 contender. What's next?
You know what's next. That world title is next. I'm going to fly to Brazil, and if they want, I'll eliminate Chad Mini Mendez and step in and give the fans what they want. Aldo versus McGregor. Or, you know, we could come back and do that football stadium, bring the Brazilians over. We'll whoop them on home soil or away soil. It's no problem.
Congratulations, sir. It was a pleasure watching you perform tonight. Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
Took only 1 minute and 46 seconds. And I like that he gave credit to Dustin Poirier after all the trash talking was done. Now, here's what Dustin was talking about, that the punch hit him in the back of the head. And Dustin's reaction was, hey, that's not right. That shouldn't be why this fight is now over.
He was hurt before that, though, Mike.
Yeah.
He had gotten tagged and rocked, and that punch was a legit punch. You know, when you're in the middle of a scramble and a guy moves his head to duck and you catch him behind the ear, this is as legitimate as landing a head kick that lands on the neck and the foot wraps around the back of the head. It's just a part of fighting.
That man may very well be a future UFC champion. Notorious Conor